Style is all about knowing who you are. For Dave Schultz, style was knowing who you are and walking to the beat of his own drum. From hula skirts to mismatched outfits and an array of hats, Dave's approach to style wasn't your typical fashion statement. For this California hippie, style wasn't confined to clothes. It was in his DNA. Dave's style mirrored his worldview, and the world admired him for being unapologetically and unassumingly himself. Raised in the California Bay Area by theater actors, Dave's exposure to 60s counterculture shaped him into a free-spirited adrenaline junkie drawn to a rule-free lifestyle. He was as curious at heart, soaking up knowledge about the world and its people. He was always up for an adventure, embracing spontaneity with anyone who passed his vibe check. Dave had a childlike love for life, and the world was his playground. He was so comfortable with all its quirks and individuality that he made it easy for those around him to be themselves. He was notorious for his ability to make friends around the globe. His ability to speak multiple languages wasn't just a skill, it was a passport to genuine and profound connections. His teammate, Bruce Baumgartner, claims Dave could say 50 words in 50 languages, fluent in both English and Russian. He navigated seamlessly through countries like France, Japan, Italy, Bulgaria, or any other destination where his wrestling journey took him, making him not just a visitor, but a welcomed friend. But maybe one of the most unique qualities about Dave was his ability to flip a switch when he stepped onto a wrestling mat. The moment a singlet strap snapped over his shoulder, Jekyll turned into Hyde. The smiles, handshakes, and contagious laughter that people associated with Dave were non-existent during a wrestling match. The night and day shift in his personality was perhaps what caught his opponents off guard the most. Mind games were at play, and Dave was the master strategist. He approached wrestling like a game of chess. His style was technical. He loved to trick his opponents with sneaky moves and unusual techniques, coining perhaps his most iconic nickname given to him by the Russians, the Sly Fox. He loved techniques that would use specific finite movement over brute strength. He was the Michelangelo of wrestling, using applied scientific principles of fulcrum, balance, and motion. While his approach was mathematical, a part of his equation was inflicting pain, a menace on the mat. Dave mastered many techniques, including the gut wrench, the cross ankle, and a signature headlock that made opponents pass out while Dave strategically moved them out of the ref's line of sight so they couldn't be seen unconscious. Despite being a savage on the wrestling mat, Dave never harbored dislikes or animosity towards a fellow wrestler. He wrestled not with hatred, but with mastery. Dave was an artist, and wrestling was his canvas of self-expression. A devoted student of the sport, he remained perpetually open to mastering new techniques. Dave's ability to read and speak Russian, a language that unlocked the secrets of Soviet training and techniques, placed him ahead of the global competition. He would ask Kerry Kolak, a high schooler at the time, for insights on his technique. Dave wasn't bound by ego. He would eagerly seek technique hints from anyone he faced on the mat. Humble and insatiably curious, Dave embodied the spirit of a perpetual learner. A free spirit, a linguistics virtuoso, and an ever-curious mind, he transcended the boundaries of convention, inspiring a generation to embrace their quirks and champion their own style. Dave Schultz, the master of his craft, continues to resonate as a beacon of authenticity, urging us all to paint our own masterpieces, to be unapologetically ourselves, and to become true masters of style.